What's up guys, welcome to today's video, and I'm going to be doing a quick run through of Active. I'm going to be getting certified soon, so I'm going to be doing a whole playlist on Active Directory boxes. So let's get into it. We got this one here. It's called Active. So we want to take the IP. Let's open up Terminator. Set ourselves to root, user, make this bigger so you can see it. Use a ping request to make sure we're up. Yep. See, the total time to live is 127. That indicates it's a Windows box. If it's 63 and under, it's probably Linux. What we want to do next is run a quick Nmap scan. I have these default flags in there, so it's just a stealth scan. We're enumerating service versions of verbose output, and it's going into a file called nmap.txt. Before I do that, let me just make a directory to save information into. Click Command U to delete everything. There we go. Active. Oh, okay. I've already done this box, so I've already got a directory called Active. There we go. So let's start again. Let's get our nmap default. Let's make sure it's the right IP. And send the scan. It's taking a little while, so while it does that, let's go into burp and let's check it out. See if we got a web server running. No, we ain't got a web server running. Here we go, we got our results back. So we got Kerberos, port 88, RPC, LDAP. We haven't got any RDP. Yep, it doesn't look like we got any RDP on here. So, take that, put it in a text file. I'm developing my Active Directory enumeration skills right now, and my first port of call whenever doing this is always to find usernames. There's a bunch of different ways we can do this. As we can see, RPC client is open. Yeah. So RPC client, we haven't been given any credentials with this box, I don't think. No. So try getting onto the RPC as an unauthenticated user. Try to enum DOM users, because that will give us a list of all the RIDs and all the people using the box. Okay, it's saying the command's fine, but status access denied. So we want to let us do that. Query, I haven't got any user info to query. Query group, I haven't got a group to query. Enum DOM users, query DOM info. You can use stuff like this at this point, but we see that doesn't go through either. So yeah, RPC is a dead end. You can sometimes get a list of users by going that route. So as we can't get any list of users going that way, we can go for Kbrute. Kbrute's usually pretty good, and it is usually my go-to for finding this stuff, for finding usernames. I might be butchering aspects of the technicals here, but it will just spray a bunch of usernames against ignore that. So here we go. User enum. We want to put our IP address here. And then the domain should be in here. Active.htb is the domain. That's easy enough. Also, while we're doing this, let's add active.htb to our host file. Just double check that nmap output a sec. Yeah, active.htb. Let's go. There we go, that's added. So now we're going to get our list of usernames. I just want to highlight the importance of being able to do multiple things with the same tools here. So I'm going to use netexec. That's weird. That's weird. When I was using netexec like the other day, it was just NXC. Now it's netexec as in the word. Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell's going on there. But netexec smb, so active.htb, which is our domain. For user, just keep it blank because we haven't got, we just want to see what we can do without a username at the minute. SP, keep password blank, and then RID brute. So what we're doing here is we're brute forcing to see if we can get a user list in basically the same way this is going to do it. Okay. That doesn't work. We're getting some usernames with Kabrute. Doesn't say there's been a connection error because we've got our response here. Windows SMB, Windows 7 Server 2008. So signing is true. That's not the problem. The problem here is status access denied. So at this point, it's saying I haven't got access. So let's just keep Kabrute running in the background. But at the minute, all we've got is a username administrator, which is pretty common. Okay, so again, let's do multiple ways of doing the same thing. So SMB map, that will allow us to map everything on active.htb. And then for this, I don't want to put anything. Try not putting anything, just try and map it. That's so weird. I don't know why SMB map has just disappeared. What the hell? All my packages are falling apart. Let me try again. Here we go. So SMB map, I didn't put in any credentials, and we can see we have access to this replication share here. So there we go. First portal call. Let's check what's in the replication share. And in order to do that, you just type in SMB client, put in the IP address, and then go replication. User, no, it's blank. And then put command, recurse, command ls. Okay. Is this a lowercase u? I can't remember. No, it's not. It's a lowercase. There we go. User, give a blank. Delete that for a second. Let's just try logging on with SMB client with no user info. Okay, so that works. So so here we go. We got this active.htb. let's see how dense the folder is. I mean, there's a lot here. So a good trick you can use with SMB is tac command recurse ls. This will go through everything on the share and read it out to you. There we go. See there. So we ain't got to go back and forth now. Keep clicking CD. Keep clicking back and forth. It just makes life a lot easier. Okay. So when doing these boxes, I've learned to go through. I honestly go through most of these. Files to see what's left in there, because they like leaving little nuggets. But in this instance, the XML file should be what is really getting your attention here. So if we grab this, so we're going to have to log into SMB again, take recurse off. By the way, if you want to know how to do this, if you click Command E, that will put you all the way to the end, and then if you go to anywhere you want and click Command K, that will delete everything from the right. And then if you click Command U, that deletes the whole thing. So hopefully that makes sense. And then hold down Control and then press right, and then you kind of swoop forward. So yeah, if you're wondering what's actually going on. CD, I've saved the path. I just got it. Here we are, we're in here now. Kabrut has only enumerated administrator as a username, so in this instance we can forget about this for now. Keep it there because I like having two tabs. Get groups XML, that'll download it to the folder that we're currently in. Here we go. We now click exit. Now ls cat groups.xml. Here we go. So now, if we look here, we can see name active HUB. We got this ticket granting service account, username. And we got this C password. So if you look up online what the deal is with the C password, you'll see that in Active Directory group policy preferences, stored passwords used to be available in GPP format. So all you have to do is take this, run GPP decrypt, and it will decrypt the password. As I believe this was a security vulnerability that was patched in like 2014, so they won't be doing it for new users, but yeah, I guess if you've got legacy users that were created a long time ago, you still might have these files lying around somewhere. So C password, blah, blah, blah. As we can see, this isn't this isn't our password within itself. Little digging around online. All you have to do is go help. So like I said earlier, it's a group policy preferences password. So GPP decrypt will decrypt it. Decrypt. Yeah, that's the same hash. One second. This should work. Okay. GPP / decrypt. There we go. No quotes needed. So GPP decrypt. Blah, blah, blah. There it is. So this is the decoded password for the service account ticket granting service. So once you've got to the stage where you've got some usernames, you might get usernames and passwords. You then want to look at basically taking the username and password to obtain hashes from. So now that we've got a username and a password, we want to obtain crackable hashes. We can request a ticket from the ticket granting service. If that's successful, the domain controller will send us back the encrypted hash to crack. We can basically request that from the domain controller now because we've got this username and this password. So generally in Active Directory boxes, you want to have a credentialed user. And once you got that, you can do a lot more. Username and password. Here we go. So the best tool for getting hashes is InPacket. See, I've been using this on many different boxes recently, as you can see from all the suggestions here. So 10.129. Put your IP there. You just want to put active.htb because that's the domain. And then we want to put our credentials. So our credentials are svc underscore tgs. And then I want to put that password that we just got. This should give us some hash. There we go. So when we do that, we can see we've got the hash for the administrator. So take this, and then nano hash.text. I like to use nano just because I just prefer it. So we can see we got our hash now. There we go, we got our administrator hash. So a good thing to do is, especially when you're doing easy boxes on HackTheBox, this can save you a lot of time. Generally, if you run these hashes through a bunch of different password lists and they don't crack on easy boxes, it's probably because you're not meant to be cracking them. They've probably just thrown you a bone. You don't want to waste too much time doing that. And I've learned that over the years. Been doing these boxes for quite a while now, so yeah, look out for that. Generally, if you can't crack it with RockU, I wouldn't even bother. So I want to use Hashcat. Now you can go on Hashcat's website and get the mode for the Kerberos hashes. I think it's 13100. However, I find now it's best to just try and let Hashcat just to detect it automatically. Saves you the time. And it just saves you the time, right? Because I've had a few issues in the past where I was working with a PW safe hash not long ago in a challenge, and because I specified the mode, even though it was the correct mode, for some reason it wasn't cracking it. Yeah, if I didn't specify mode and just let Hashcat do its thing, it's cracked it. So that syntax, I think it's the best usually. I don't go for the mode unless I'm prompted that there's been a problem. Here we go, it's cracked. So it's cracked, and Ticketmaster. So the user we're dealing with there was administrator, and the crack was Ticketmaster 1968. So this is good news. Seemingly you've got administrator credentials and you got to use them to log in. Just going to refresh my memory now, and I'm going to look at the Nmap scan. Okay, yeah, you've usually got a port open for RDP around 5000. Doesn't look to be the case here, so that's probably a dead giveaway. That you've got to use another way in. Took me a while on this one. If I just repeat what I was trying to do, trying to piece together the way I was doing this, I was going like this: active.htb user administrator. Now, if you want to use a bunch of different users, there's crackmac exec and there's netexec, which can basically do this for a shitload of different users. In this case, we've only got 2 users, so it's not really worth it. But if you've got a user list, that's the spot right there. You administrator. Okay, it's because I'm putting these fucking quotes. Yeah. If it's just text in a straight line, don't put the quotes. I don't know why I'm doing that. And I've got that in the lowercase. God damn. Okay. So, what should really pop out at you here is it's the admin share and you've got read-write access. So, as here, it's saying admin. So, you're the administrator. So, you don't really need to escalate privilege in that sense here, but it's a little bit of it kind of just demanded you to understand what impact it does. So, as there's no RDP on this one, we've got impact, which uses PS exec. PS exec is what you'll use if you are the administrator and you have read and write access to the share, to the admin share. Because basically PS exec just copies an executable to the admin share, which maps to C Windows, remotely creates a service, and then uses that to basically create a shell. So we want to use impacket PS exec because we're the admin, we have read and write access, but what we don't have is access to RDP. So impacket PS exec. Here we go. This is the command: impacket PS exec active.htb /administrator ticketmaster, and then the IP on the end. I think the IP's changed since I just did the box. Yeah, it has. I should really just echo that as target into the system. I'll do that on the next videos, because I'm sure you're getting pissed off watching me type in the IP all the time. I know I'm getting pissed off. Okay, so let me just make sure that looks right to me. Your anti-authority system. There you go, guys. We are now root on this system. This is a bit of a quick video. This is a very easy box though. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, subscribe, hit up the Discord button below, because I'm going to be doing way more boxes. I'm going to get an Active Directory playlist together, kind of based on TJ Null's playlist and IPSEC's playlist for the CPTS, OSCP, beginner friendly, medium level sort of boxes. I'm going to be doing a lot more. So yeah, if you like it, man, hit me up on the Discord and we'll have some fun. Thanks for